to come on here and give y'all a quick message about God is really coming through and showing you his power, right? And one of the movies that I want to take from is actually from, I think it's Netflix did a video or a movie on Madam C.J. Walker, right? Where Octavia Spencer plays Madam C.J. Walker, right? And if y'all know back in the beginning of the movie where she was in despair, I mean, she was losing her hair and everything like that. I mean, she was very down in life. That was one of the lowest moments of her life. And the way that I pretty much changed the narrative was, instead of that young lady coming in and showing her product and helping her out, I looked at that as being God and coming through for you in a time where it was one of the lowest moments and points of your life. And what he did was he gave you a way out of that despair. He gave you a way out of that desperation and that depression that you was in. And a part of and him showing you and giving you a way out was showing how you can channel that energy towards something positive. And he allowed you, like I said, he allowed you to make certain mistakes in your life so that you can learn from them. He never held them against you. He never looked at you any type of way. It was a lot of people who tried to taint your image. There were a lot of people who tried to hold you to past sins, but God has already forgiven you of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's already dropped those charges. So at the end of the day, it's not up to people, because leave it up to people, you wouldn't have been or amount up to anything in life. Do you understand what I'm saying? But God is showing you you're not what people say you are. You're who I say you are. And it's not what people want for you. It's what I want for you. And so in him coming through in that moment and me seeing that, just automatically I was able to see like that was God coming to her. In that moment, though, I changed the narrative, because we all know she ended up being an enemy. But just for a second, think in your lowest moment, God coming through for you and showing you a way out, giving you a business that you can be proud of, giving you a life that you can be proud of, luxuries of that you can afford now. And it's not about the material, but God is going to give them to you anyway, because you lived a life of lack. You went through enough poverty. You went through enough stress. You were in distress. I mean, you called out for people to help you. And it was in that moment that people showed you who they truly were. When they was on their high horse, they knocked you down even more when you was already low. And so God was showing you that the sky is the limit now. You know, it doesn't matter about what people want for you. It's what I want for you, and what I say go. My will be done, and you will step into your purpose, and you will fulfill your destiny, and you will step into all these blessings and successes that I have in store for you. And that's what he did for you. He laid out the blueprint for you. He cleared out a path for you. He made a way where there was no way. And now you can stand tall, and people look unto you as a prominent figure in how you was able to overcome the obstacles in life, how you was able to overcome and looked evil in its face and say, I ain't scared because of who I'm rolling with. I ain't scared because I know that better days are coming. I ain't scared because you ain't going to kill me. You ain't going to take me out. I'm going to get through this, because this too shall pass. And see, you had that spirit, and you had that way about you, that aura, like, I know God is walking with me. I know who I am. I don't care what people are saying. I don't care how I'm going to strut, and I'm going to walk, and I'm going to keep pushing, and I'm going to keep praying until God makes a way for me. And that's exactly what he did. He came in a period where you were so low, where you had given up, where nothing was working in your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he made a way where there was no way. And he came to you and said, listen, now it's your time to shine. It's my time to raise you up. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You prepared for this. You made for this. Listen, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to say. And if you see, you know, once Octavia, you know, was able to pretty much learn what it is that she needed to learn, she started going out there and actually saying, you know, promoting that product that had saved her life. And in her eyes, she started promoting it until she was being strong armed by this lady and was like, oh, you're not beautiful enough. You're not this. So there was a lot of people who tried to say that you ain't beauty, that you're not beautiful enough, that you can't do this and you're not worthy. But what I said, it's not about what people say, it's what God say, right? And so at the end of the day, she ended up having to break that partnership, went off and blazed her own trail, took a leap of faith. and opening up her shop, investing everything into that. And then she ended up, look at how successful she became. And owning a house next to the Rockefellers. That's unheard of, being a black female back in those days. But she accomplished it. Why? Because all things are possible through God who strengthens you. Do you understand what I'm saying? God makes the impossible possible. He makes the unimaginable imaginable. Do you understand what I'm saying? He makes the unthinkable thinkable. And he did it for you. He did it for you. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever take for granted God's power and how he came through for you. You get down on your knees through the good and through the bad, through the losses, through the defeats, and through the wins, because you understand how it made you who you are today, and you know who got you to where you are today. And until next time, I want y'all to stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.